Welcome to episode 105 of Cameron Sports Podcast. This host here, Cameron Lindsay, and I'm back with a brand new episode. Today episode, I'm going to be making my National Georgia High School Football Week 1 predictions. The 2025 season is right here upon us this week. It actually starts today as I'm recording this episode with my National High School game of the week between Buford and Milton, two powerhouse high school football teams in the state of Georgia. And yeah, I'm going to save that game for last to make my predictions. But right now, I'm going to start with locally here in Columbus, Georgia. Columbus, Phoenix City, Alabama, and Columbus, Georgia. That's right on the border of each other. I'm going to start with my games there. So let's get right into it. First up, I got number 9. Again, like I said, if you see my last episode, I got rankings of 16 teams here in, around the Phoenix City, Columbus, Harris County, Russell County area. Number 9, Shaw Raiders taking on number 8, Northside Patriots. This will be at Connect Stadium here in Columbus, Georgia, 7 o'clock on August 15th. Shaw finished 5-6 last season, 4-3 in their region. The head coach is Coach Garner. I have Shaw ranked 9th in my Columbus Phoenix City poll out of 16 schools. Northside's finished 5-5, 2-4 in their region. Their head coach is Andrew Orpeza, if I'm saying his last name right. Like I said, I have Northside ranked 8th in my football rankings. For my prediction, I'm going Northside. I just think, like I said, they, again, both teams have about the same record, but it's kind of a coin toss. Like I said, again, I'm going based off of last year. I got to see how this year goes so I can start making my rankings better into the foreseeable future. But I'm going Northside in this game. Next game got the defending 2A champs, number 2 Carver Tigers versus going on the road to take on Whitewater. This would be at Whitewater, 7:30, August 15th. Carver won the 2A state championship last year. They have a new head coach and Jarvis Jones, former Carver Tiger, Georgia player, and NFL first-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be his first year as a head coach back at his alma mater. I have Carver, again, ranked as number 2 in my poll. Some key players to watch for Carver in this game is 4-star defensive end Tristan Givens, who's a Texas A&M commit. Terrence Warren III, offensive tackle guard. Parker Pritchard, offensive lineman. He's an Auburn commit. Kamari Mills, if I'm saying his name right, wide receiver and DB, North Carolina commit. And Artavius Watts, safety. He's a Mississippi State commit. For my prediction, of course, I'm going Carver. I don't know too much about Whitewater, but I know Carver is a stacked team. Now, they're going to have a new quarterback. It concerns me for his quarterback position a little bit, because, the quarterback they won state last year is not on the team due to some off-field issues. I'm not going to get into that, but I think Carver will be just fine. I'm going Carver to win their first game of the season. Next up, we got Manchester taking on number 5, Harris County. Harris County finished 7-4 last season, 3-3 in their region. They play Manchester August 15th, 7:30 p.m. Again, I have Harris County ranked 5th in my poll. And as far as my prediction, like I said, I don't know too much about Manchester. I know they had a monster 5-star recruit that's going to be at Texas, but he's gone. He's going to be a freshman at Texas. So I think I'm going to go in a close one, Harris County over Manchester. That looks like it's going to be a good game on paper, so I'm going to go lean towards Harris County. Next up, I got number 10th ranked Pacelli Vikings taking on Stratford Academy, if I'm saying that right. Pacelli finished 5-6 last season, 2-2 in their region. They have a new head coach, Smitty Grider, if I'm pronouncing his name right. I have Pacelli ranked 10th in my poll of 16 teams. As far as prediction, I'm going to go with Pacelli. Like I said, I don't know too much about Stratford County, but I do know Pacelli has a solid football team. So I'm going to go slightly Pacelli over Stratford. Next up, we got Tattnall versus 6th ranked Brookstone here in Columbus, Georgia, August 15th, around 7 o'clock, 7:30. Brookstone finished 7-4 last season, 3-1 in the region. They have a new head coach in Ian Headley, who I got to saw at their media day when I went to the media day at their school. Have Brookstone ranked sixth in my poll out of 16 teams. And I'm going Brookstone because, like I said, I really think they going to have a really good season. When I went to the media day, they have a lot of talented players. Now, their quarterback wasn't there, but Broughton Branch, if I'm saying his name right, talked to him a little bit on Instagram. We'll try to interview him at least after the season because, want him to focus on school and football. So I'll be watching, but I think he looks like a very talented quarterback, and I will be watching him and the rest of his teammates. But I'm going Brookstone big over to Tattnall in their home opener this Friday. Next up, we got Walker versus my 13th ranked Kendrick Cherokees at Otis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia, August 15th, 7 o'clock. Kendrick finished 2-8, 1-6 in the region. They also have a new head coach in Emmanuel Brown. Kendrick, like I said, ranked 13th in my poll. From what I've seen in their scrimmage, they seem like they may be better. So I'm going Kendrick in this matchup right here. Next up, we got 14th ranked Cavalry taking on Terrell. August 15th, 7:30. Cavalry finished 1-9 last year, 0-4 in their region. Their head coach is Emmanuel Brunson. Now, again, I may have Cavalry ranked 14th, but I think they're going to be much better this season, much better. Especially their quarterback. Like I said, he's definitely going to be a monster. He's very talented, tall. They have some weapons on that team. Coach Brunson, it seems like he's a very good coach. They had a rough year in their first, they was in a new league. They had a rough year. Like I said, I only did these rankings based off of last year. Not what I think that they're going to be this year. I think Cavalry's going to be much better, and I'm going to be watching them this season. So shout out to the Cavalry Knights. I think they're going to have a really good season and be much competitive this year because they're too talented not to be. But I'm going Cavalry in this matchup. Next up, we got Miller County versus 12th ranked Columbus at Connect Stadium, August 15th, 7 o'clock. Columbus finished 2-8 overall, 2-5 in the region. They also have a new head coach and Robert Bob Peters. Like I said, I have Columbus ranked 12th. I'm not confident in this pick, but I'm going Columbus. Like I said, I don't know too much about Miller County, but like I said, this one was kind of I guess you could say, toss-up matchup in a way. Next up, we got Woodward Academy versus Carrollton in Carrollton, Georgia, August 15th, 7:30. Carrollton finished 14-1 overall, 4-0 in their region. They lost in the state championship to Grayson, 38-24. Their head coach is Joey King. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Carrollton is this season because, like I said, their quarterback last year, Julian Lewis, is at Colorado with Deion Sanders, a 5-star recruit, one of the top quarterbacks and players overall in the 2025 class. He's gone, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the starting quarterback. How is that offense going to look without Julian Lewis? Because he was a phenomenal player at Carrollton. A lot of touchdown passes, few interceptions, so he didn't turn the ball over much. Again, they made it all the way to state last year and ran into another powerhouse in Grayson. And, that was a good game. They lost 38-24, but the game was closer than the score looked, in my opinion. But I'm going Carrollton over Woodward Academy. It should be an interesting game. Woodward Academy is no slouch in themselves. They're also a good team that had, got a lot of talent on that team, but I'm going Carrollton. Next up, we got number 4th ranked Grayson taking on, and this is national, not my power rankings. This is the Max Prep rankings. So number 4th ranked Grayson, who's ranked 4th in Max Prep National High School Football rankings, will take on Collins Hills in Suwanee, Georgia, August 15th, 7:30. Grayson finished 14-1 overall, 6-0 in the region. They won state against Carrollton, 38-24. Their head coach is Sontavious Bryant. Collins finished 11-2, 5-1 in the region. Their head coach is Drew Swick. I'm going Grayson in this matchup. I think this will be a good game, but I think Grayson got just got a little bit more talent than Collins Hills does. They got a 4-star quarterback committed to North Carolina. They got a 5-star linebacker committed to Ole Miss. They got another 5-star linebacker committed to Texas. Yeah, they just got. Now, don't get me wrong, Collins Hills got talent too. They got a 4-star defensive lineman committed to LSU. They got a really talented quarterback. But I think it'll be a good game. But I think Grayson just got more talent. So I think I'll give the edge to them in this matchup. Grayson over Collins Hills. Now, unless Travis Hunter was back at Collins Hill, then I'll probably pick Collins Hill. But I'm going Grayson over Collins. Next up, we got Westlake versus Langston Hughes in Fairburn, Georgia. August 15th, 7:30. Langston finished 13-2 overall, 7-0 in their region. They lost in the state championship to Milton, 56-35. Their head coach is Drico Hines, and I'm going Langston Hughes. Langston is a really good school here in Georgia. I've seen them go head to head with Buford the past couple years in a scrimmage. They made it all the way to state and ran into a powerhouse team like Milton. So that's no slouch to lose to, 56-35. I think they're going to have a really good season also. But I'm going Langston Hughes over Westlake. And lastly, my National High School Football Game of the Week, which starts tonight. So as I'm recording this episode, I try to get it uploaded by tomorrow. The game will already happen, but you'll know my predictions, who I picked. We got 22 ranked Milton. We're taking on 13th ranked Buford in Buford, Georgia, 7 o'clock, August 14th, tonight on ESPN. Milton finished 15-0 overall, 6-0 in their region. They won state against Langston Hughes, 56-35. Their head coach is Ben Reeves. Buford finished 11-2, 6-0 in their region. Head coach is Brian Appling. Buford key players in this matchup are offensive lineman Graham Houston, he's a Georgia commit. Nasker McCoy, safety, he's an Ole Miss commit. Bryce Perry Wright, defensive end, Texas A&M commit. Tyreek Green, athlete, Georgia commit. Dre Quinn, defensive end, he's a Clemson commit. Their starting quarterback, Dayton Raiola, a younger brother of Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola, he's a Nebraska commit. And also, Buford this offseason has built a new stadium, which is worth $60 million. So it doesn't surprise me because Buford, the past decade or so, has been like the powerhouse in the state of Georgia. So it does not, and hopefully I would like to go to a game this year or at least next year. Definitely next year, y'all. But this year, I hope so. Definitely like to go to a game, see that stadium, see those great talented players at Buford. It's only maybe like a 2-hour drive, which ain't far, but I would definitely make that drive. That's how passionate I am because of being a sports journalist, watching these games, covering it, talking about it. I want to go. Now, Milton, like I said, again, both of these teams are top 25 max prep teams, very great teams. Last year, Milton and Buford had a great game. Milton won, but I think it's going to be different this time. And I'm going with Buford. Here's why. I just think, Milton has lost a lot. They lost their starting quarterback, who's a Miami commit, who's with Miami. They lost their top receiver, who ended up signing with Georgia, Florida State. Like I said, they lost the starting tight end, who signed with Georgia also. So I think Milton, it's gonna be interesting. To see like how can they replace that production they lost, because Buford, like I said again, Dayton Raiola, Bryce Perry Wright, Nasir McCoy, Graham Houston, Tyreek Green, Naskar McCoy. All these players are back at Buford, so I give the edge to Buford. I think this would be a good game. No slouch to Milton. What surprised me, Milton won maybe a little bit because of the production they lost. I don't think they're going to go 15-0 like they did last year, because that Milton team was stacked. But I think they'll have a phenomenal season. I'm going Buford in this game over Milton Eagles. But make sure you tune in. This is my National High School Football Game of the Weeks. So I'm gonna try to each week, once the season starts all over the U.S., I'm gonna try to have at least one high school football game of the week. I'm gonna try to do like a player of the week around at least around where I live at, Phoenix City, Columbus, a player of the week around here, and then a national player of the week for high school football in any state. So. But yeah, those are my predictions for week 1 here in the state of Georgia. Let me know if you live here in the area, Phoenix City, Columbus, which game you look forward to. Shaw, Northside, Carver, Whitewater, Manchester, Harris County, Pacelli, Brookstone. You got Kendrick. You got Calvary. You got Carrollton, Grayson. Now let me know in the comments like which game you look forward to seeing, which game you saw. Again, I'm gonna try to get this episode uploaded early Friday. And yeah, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. Remember, if you want to touch down with Cam, click that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, follow me on all social medias that refer to Cameron Sports Podcast. But this has been your favorite host, Cameron Lindsay, of your favorite sports podcast. I'll catch you next time. Y'all take care.